I love the fact that the Husqvarna Viking Brilliance 75Q have decorative stitches. They're wider than the presser foot. So there's kind of some tricks to stitching out stitches that are wide. The fabric moves side to side. You do need to know a little bit about stabilizer and having something to support a bigger stitch. And then as we get you to the menu that these stitches hang out on, which presser foot is designated for these types of stitches. So on our Stitching Cosmos online course, we do talk about decorative stitches, and I'm always asked, how do we get these stitches that are so much bigger? Well, this is one of the first machines in the Husqvarna line currently that has side-to-side motion stitches. That's not also an embroidery machine. So there is some amazing features, and this is one of them. When people say they want to do decorative stitches, I always wonder, like, how much do they want to do? If you're interested in our online course to use every part of your machine, including these bigger stitches, check out the links below. We've got free videos that you can watch to see if that course is right for you. Let's go ahead and go to the menus where we start to find some of these stitches. So touch and hold the menu at the top. And as you go down, and just because they're not in this particular menu that I'm taking you to, we can start with J. There are some decorative stitches that are wider than the 7mm wide presser foot. So I was just stitching this one and I was noticing it too kind of wanted to move the fabric side to side just a little bit. It was actually an 8.5 or 6 millimeter wide stitch, and so to get that width, it traveled a little to each side. So if you're kind of wondering why some of your stitches kind of jump around a little bit, that is why. So some of these stitches here, I think are, but some of them start to get bigger. So for example, the way I know these stitches are wider is that it shows an S foot. So an S foot is in your collection. This comes with the machine. You do want to always use this foot when it's asked for it because it is designed to help with those side-to-side movements that this machine will do. There's also a menu. Let's go down to menu K. These stitches are also going to be much bigger, and as you can see, there's quite a few of them, and you're going to notice that what you see on your screen compared to the foot will give you an idea of how much bigger it actually is. How about we actually stitch this particular one? We're also doing some tapering stitches, so if you want to see how you can taper some of the decorative stitches, we have that video as well. Let's just do the Start Stop button and just watch. So as the foot moves to the different sides, you're noticing you might need to have some line drawn down the center or some way to make sure that the foot doesn't get a little kind of sideways as it keeps moving. Usually what I do is just kind of keep my fingers nearby, and if anything, I'm just so slightly adjusting the fabric so everything stays perpendicular or parallel to the edge. But having a line drawn down the middle really makes a difference. Now, I did use the Start Stop button. That helped so I don't have to hold the foot control while I'm stitching. And oh my gosh, that variegated thread just really does the trick. So if you haven't taken the time to stitch out your decorative stitches, I hope that this one stitch that I'm going to stitch out, because you have tons, will give you the inspiration to realize that these stitches are going to look so much cooler on fabric in thread than just pictured on the screen of your machine. And we have tons of inspiration to give you if you join us in our Husqvarna Viking Stitching Cosmos online course. So check that out. Make sure that if you are enjoying these videos, you're always clicking like after you have watched them. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can keep joining us as we come out with new content as we go. Check out all your sideways motion stitches and don't forget to put your S foot on.